Good morning, students. Up to now, we completed all the syllabus except second unit. Now, second unit also we completed almost 60% of the syllabus except two concepts, that is series and parallel magnetic circuits. These two are also we are going to discuss in our today's class. By discussing these two topics, we complete all the syllabus. So before going to start these magnetic circuits, that means series magnetic circuits and parallel magnetic circuit, I want to discuss another topic, that is analogy between electrical and magnetic circuits. Already this topic is discussed in our previous class, but again I want to rewind this topic, that is analogy between electrical and magnetic circuits. So by understanding this topic only, you can easily understand the series and parallel magnetic circuits. So let us see the analogy between electrical and magnetic circuits. So students, analogy between this magnetic and electrical circuit is tabulated as shown on the screen. So what is the analogy of this magnetic and electrical circuit? Means nothing but here if you take the electrical circuit, a current is flowing through entire circuit, current I, it expressed as voltage by resistance. Similarly, in magnetic field, the entire circuit is circulated by flux phi. So in electrical circuit we are using current. Instead of current, in magnetic circuit flux phi is flowing through the entire magnetic circuit, and the expression of current is given by V by R. Here phi is expressed as mmf by reluctance. Here why we are using this formula is, in electrical circuits voltage is equal to the mmf and the units of mmf is ampere turns. Similarly, in electrical circuit we use resistance, units is ohms. Similarly, in magnetic circuits, instead of resistance we using the name reluctance. Reluctance is also similar to the resistance. Resistance means it opposes the flow of electrons in electrical circuit. Similarly, if you see the reluctance means it opposes the flow of flux. So these two are same. Here we are using the name resistance. In magnetic circuit we are using the name as a reluctance. Okay na? So the formula for this reluctance is S is equal to L by A into mu. Okay na? Here the resistance R is equal to rho L by A. Here this L is nothing but the length, A is cross sectional area, and this mu is permeability of the material. This permeability is again expressed as mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. That means mu r is the relative permeability. Okay na? Mu naught is the permeability of the material. So next, in electrical circuit we use the term conductivity. Conductivity means nothing but it is the property of the material which allows the flow of electrons. Okay na? It is nothing but inversion of the resistance. Similarly, if you take the magnetic circuit, it is expressed as a permeance. Permeance means it is the property of the material which allows the flow of flux. Okay na? Here the reluctance is nothing but the opposition. Permeance is nothing but the opposition of reluctance. Permeance. Okay na? Coming to the next point, conductivity. Conductivity means how much of current is flowing through the given conductor. Okay, no? Here the analogy that the similar term used in the magnetic circuit is permeability. That means it also then allows the maximum flux through the circuit. Okay, no? Next, resistivity. In magnetic circuit we use as a reluctivity. These two are having the same property. And next, here electrical circuit, it is defined as a electrical density. Similarly, in magnetic circuit it is expressed as a magnetic intensity, and it is expressed as H is equal to N into I by L. Okay, where N is the number of turns, I is the current flowing through the conductors, and L is the length of the wire. Next, here in electrical circuit we are considered as voltage drop, that is equal to I into R. Similarly, in magnetic circuit also we are having the mmf drop, and it is expressed as phi into S. Okay, na? So these are the very important topic we have to remember. Why? Because if you remember this analogy between electrical and magnetic circuit, we can easily understand the series and magnetic circuit and their expressions also. Okay, now so let us see the series magnetic circuit. So what is the series magnetic circuit? If you take the electrical magnetic circuit, if there is a no division of current in the given circuit, it is considered as a series circuit. That means all the resistance are connected back by back, and the same current is flowing through the all resistors. This is actually we expressed in electrical circuit. If similarly, if you take in magnetic circuit, see here, this is the L1, this is the L2 port, this is the L3 port. That means L1, L2, L3 are the three lengths of the three different materials, and they all are connected with the 1 by 1. Okay, now, and L2 is excited by the some supply of current I, and it having the number of turns I N. Okay, now so see here, L1 is the length of the conductor, L2, L3 are also the length of the other two terminals. And let us consider A1, A2, A3 are the cross-sectional areas of the given elements. Okay, na? And next, mu r1, mu r2, mu r3 are the relative permeability of the each element, and all are connected as shown in figure like this. Okay, na? And here we have to observe there is some air gap is also present in the given coil. Here this air gap is also considered as one of the resistive element, okay, na? Or reluctance element. If you convert this into the electrical terms, we can write this as a like this. That means this L1, this element is considered as a resistor one, this air gap is considered as another resistor, and this L2, length L2 is considered as another resistor, this L3 is considered as another resistor. So these totally 4 resistors are connected in series. So we can easily convert this for understanding purpose, this magnetic circuit into the electrical circuit. So here how can we derive this series circuit connection is by considering the current. If you consider current, all the resistors connected in series having same current flows through the resistors. Similarly, the analogy for the current is flux in magnetic circuit. So here the same flux is flowing through the all the elements. Okay, now so we have to find out the what is the total field intensity. Okay, now so let us see how to calculate this field intensity or magnetic forces. Okay, now so first of all we have to calculate R if we consider this electrical circuit, we have to find out the R equivalent. Similarly, we have to find out the S equivalent. These all are connected in series. So we consider this as a S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus Sg, where S1 is the reluctance of the part 1, S2 is the reluctance of part 2, S3 is the reluctance of part 3, and Sg is the reluctance of the air gap. If you substitute the reluctance formula here, we get L1 by A1 mu naught mu R1. Here L1 is nothing but the length of the part 1, A1 is the cross sectional area of the part 1, and mu naught is the permeability, and mu R1 is the relative permeability of the metal of part 1. Similarly, we can write all the 4 values here. So the total MMF can be expressed as flux for in electrical circuit. We consider voltage V is equal to I into R. Here if we compare this in magnetic circuit, we can consider instant of EMF, here we are writing MMF, and instant of current I, here we are considering phi, and instant of R we are considering S. So if you see the formula for the MMF is phi into S, where in electrical circuit it is considered as a I into R. Okay, na? So now I am writing the equation phi into S. If you substitute this S here, equation becomes like this. We are considering this series magnetic circuit, so same flux is flowing through entire circuit, so flux phi is common for the all the elements. Next, we know that flux intensity or flux density B can be expressed as phi by A, that means flux by cross sectional area. So see here, this phi belongs to all the elements, and all the elements having this some cross sectional area A1, A2, A3, Ag. So if these elements we consider phi by A1, it is considered as a B1. Similarly, if you take the second elements phi by A2, it is considered as a B2. Similarly, we are writing this B3 and BG also. Okay, no? So just I am replacing this phi by I1 with B1, and phi by A2 with B2, phi by A3 with B3, and phi by AG with BG. Now we have to write in terms of magnetic force. Okay, na? So our magnetic intensity, we know we having the formula H is equal to B by mu naught into mu R. This is the magnetic intensity formula, so we can replace with H1. Similarly, all elements containing the same terms, so I am replacing this B1 by mu naught mu R1 with H1, and B2 mu R2 with H2, B3 mu naught mu R3 with H3, BG mu naught with Hg. So if you write the replace with Hg, we are getting MMF is equal to H1L1 plus H2L2 plus H3L3 plus HgLg. This is the MMF generated in a series magnetic circuit. Okay, now so next let us see here we have to know all these terms, where H is the magnetic force or magnetic intensity, B is the flux density, mu is the absolute permeability. It is the fixed value, that is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. This value you have to remember for calculations Okay now, so this is fixed value, absolute permeability, and mu r is the relative permeability. This relative permeability value will be given in problem. Okay now, so there is no need to bother this mu r, but you have to remember mu naught value, that means absolute permeability value. Okay now, 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. This is about the series magnetic circuit. Let us see the parallel magnetic circuit. So this is the parallel magnetic circuit. So if you see this circuit, it is like if you observe this magnetic circuit and if you convert this into the electric circuit, it is like this. That means at the center path it is excited by a current I. Here also I am applying same thing, and the current is starts to flow from this side, and it again divided into two parts, that is phi 2, this is the phi 3. So what we have to observe in parallel magnetic circuit means, here I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. Similarly, coming to the magnetic circuit, you can understand that phi 1 is equal to phi 2 plus phi 3. We have to apply the same how we analyze the parallel magnetic circuit. Here also we are going to analyze the magnetic circuit. Before going to analyze, let's see some assumptions. Let us consider this path A and B having the some material, and it is prepared by some other material, and this AFEB is prepared with another material, and ABCD is prepared with another material, and having different cross sectional areas. That means this A and B having the cross sectional area of A1, and this ADCBA, this is considering having the cross sectional area of something, let it be the A2, and this having the cross sectional area of A3, and we have to assume that there is a different length L1, that is length between A and B is considered as a L1, and this is considered, here we have to consider ADCB having the length L2, and this is considered having the length L3. So as per the parallel magnetic circuit, we have to understand that flux phi is divided into two parts, phi 2 plus phi 3. So here also we are going to analyze by using this basic concept only. Okay na? So we have the reluctance value S is equal to L by A into mu naught mu r. So let us consider reluctance of the path 1, that means A to B. If you consider only A to B, what is the reluctance means? L1 by A1 mu naught mu r1. Here L1 is nothing but the length of the path AB, and A1 is the cross sectional length of the AB, and mu r1 is the relative permeability of the metal AB. Similarly, we have to consider reluctance of the path 2 also, and reluctance of the path 3. Here L1, L2, L3 are considered as the length of the paths, and A1, A2, A3 are the cross sectional areas of the paths, and this mu r1, mu r2, mu r3 is the relative permeability of the paths. Now the total MMF of the given circuit is considered as a total MMF is equal to phi 1 into S1 plus phi 2 into S2 plus phi 3 into S3. That means MMF required for path AB, MMF required for path AB, AC ADCB and MMF required for path AFCB. So the total MMF is considered as a phi1 into S1 plus phi2 into S2 plus phi3 into S3. This is the MMF in a parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, na? So this is about the series and parallel magnetic circuit. Here we have to remember one thing is analogy between series magnetic circuits and electrical circuit. Why? Because if you remember this thing, we can easily understand this series and magnetic circuit also. Okay, now so student, this is about the series and magnetic circuits. In our tomorrow's class we will see the problems on this series and parallel magnetic circuits. So thank you students. If you have any doubt regarding our subject, please call me. Okay, na? I will clear your all doubts. Okay, na? Thank you students.